Study Division of Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. ISEA aims to spread mass awareness on cybersecurity targeted towards various user segments, with CDAC Hyderabad as coordination agency for National Awareness Program. Today, ISEA conducts the workshop or the webinar on cybersecurity, especially for the officers and staff of MITI and its organizations. The webinar aims to make the participants aware about the various cybersecurity threats and hygienic digital device usage practices to safeguard themselves against these threats. This session is organized as part of Cyber Jagrukta Divas as recommended by Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India. Cyber Jagrukta Divas aims to create awareness on cybercrime and safe cyber hygiene practices among the citizens of India. We sincerely hope that the seminar will benefit the participants in understanding the subject and gain useful information and security tips. Today, we are organizing 2 sessions and releasing a quiz on cyber hygiene practices and displaying various cyber awareness materials at MITI office in the ground floor at Delhi office. We request all the officers of MITI to visit the ISEA stall and take benefit. A hearty welcome to one and all once again. We shall now begin today's awareness session on online financial transactions. The session will be delivered by Shri U. Ram Mohan, Superintendent of Police, Andhra Pradesh. Shri U. Ram Mohan is working as Superintendent of Police in AP. He has rich experience in handling digital evidence and has handled over 1,000 cases of digital crime investigation. Mr. U. Ram Mohan worked in APFSL as computer forensic expert and explosives expert. He also designed and developed Clues team for crime scene investigation. He is decorated with 2 UN International Police Medals for working in Kosovo during 2000 and 2001 and in Haiti during 2009 and 2010 as peacekeeping officer and trained many police officers of those countries. He has authored books like Cybercrime and Law, Child in Cyberspace, and many articles in periodicals and published many papers in international publications. He is awarded with Lifetime Achievement Award by Digital Investigators Association of India. He is a member of Research Advisory Group in BITS Pilani University for Cloud Forensics and Syllabus Board member for Raksha Shakti Police University of Ahmedabad and is also a member of Action Group for ISEA project MITI Government of India. Thank you, sir, for being on this occasion for your valuable address. May I request you to please take over the session?
Thank you. Very good morning, all of you. Thank you, madam. Since 20 years I'm in this field, many number of crimes are happening from the day one till today in the same pattern, but still people are becoming victims. We are not learning from our experiences. That is the main issue. Today, I'm not talking to a layman. Generally, we do talk to the new people who are all working on internet and computers. But today, you're all already educated in this and you are educating others. So my experience, whatever I'm gaining through investigations of cyber crimes, I would like to share here so that the reasons, the methodology, the security, the investigation part, we will discuss little bit on the whole, because we will be having very less time. Around 11:50 is up to 11:50 I can talk here. Maybe at about 11:45 I'll stop, and then we will discuss about something around 5 minutes, few question and answers. When we discuss with the criminals statement is, sir, everybody is using internet, lot of scope for the crime. The reason is many people, they do not know how to handle communication part separately, how to handle commercial part separately. Because the same tool is used for communication as well as commercial activity. As a technologists and inventors, if you can invent a tool exclusively for commercial activity and one tool for exclusively communication activity, probably we may gain some upper hand over the criminal. May be possible. Or I have seen bank applications. If you download an app of a bank, probably you all might have a couple of accounts and all of you might have downloaded the app. Have you ever completed the feature by feature activity in that? No. I definitely can say no, because all those features are not at all required for a normal user of the app. Thereby, people are not downloading the app at all. Out of the customers of the bank customers, only 20% are able to download. Even out of the 20%, hardly few people are utilizing the bank app for their own security. If you really can use it, app can be used it as a security, definitely we can have upper hand over the crimes. Reason, we can block our ATM card, we can block our credit card, we can block our online banking transactions. Everything we can block. Whenever we want, we can enable it and then use it. But to block it and then re-enable it and reuse it, it will take a hell lot of our time because we have to search for that particular feature. If you can invent app which is only having basic features like money transactions, balance viewing, blocking, and enabling. If this much of content is only available in an app, probably we can make everybody to download it and use it. Because all other methods we have seen, any other method which is used like one-time password system, one-time PIN system, లేదా two-factor authentication system, all these things are getting failed because the user is not having awareness. To get the appropriate security, only one thing will prevent crime is awareness to the user. But when the technology is fast moving, today I give some awareness to the user, tomorrow that feature or that particular transaction may be obsolete. That is why we have to give little more cushion for the user to extend his security features. So either we have to invent two tools or we have to invent a couple of apps. One app will be having all the features. Whoever is a technocrat, they can use it. Other people, normal citizens who are all just downloading and using it as a user of the technology, they can have a basic app. So far, this is not being done. And in case of our communication and other tool which is available in the same tool, if you see like this, everybody is collecting our data. And they are giving you information to review your settings. Reviewing settings alone will not be sufficient. In this particular case, if I go and review my settings and I disable all the features, still they collect it. If you enable them to take it, they will take it and index it against each individual credential. They will index it. Ramon will speak like this, Ramon password is like this, Ramon changes password like this, like that, everything will be against me, they will index it if I allow them to do so. If I don't allow them, still they take it, they put it in the raw data. They will develop certain artificial intelligence tool with that particular data. It may be for positive sense, but the criminal is exploiting the same feature. That is why security, we talk about security, we talk about tool, we talk about technology. Absolutely, my point here is tool and technology, unless you have appropriate technique, will not be of any use. So if I have to have a technique for each individual user, I have to give them appropriate awareness about the tool, technique, and then the technology. Can each individual is able to learn all those? That is the question today. If you see your privacy report of any browser, we will see last 7 days how many trackers are prevented by the browser. We may be very happy. In this case, it is my own browser. It is showing 96 tracking, the prevented 96 trackers from profiling me. I may be very happy. Oh, wonderful. My system is perfect. No, it is preventing only the websites which are not having contract with this browser. Whoever is having contract, whoever we have allowed them in their what do you call agreements, it will collect. That's why nothing is safe, nothing is secured at this stage when we use the tool for all the purposes of entertainment, information, technology, commercial activity. Regarding police are concerned, how to investigate? In case of commercial, normal crimes, traditional, conventional crimes, we have the wherewithal. We go to the crime scene. From there, we collect the evidence, and then we will present it in the court of law after arresting the concerned criminal. That process is very much standardized since ages. But think of a situation of digital crime. Digital crime, police officer's jurisdiction, only victim will be available. Criminal may be available somewhere. Crime might have happened on some day. Victim also may not know. If such is the situation, how can we investigate by registering the case? And in the case of crime scene, we are the owners of the crimes. We can collect anything which reflects the crime or motive or the criminal. Whereas in case of online crime, we have nothing in our hands. Everything we are dependent on the intermediaries, whoever is providing the service. All those intermediaries, they respond sometimes, they don't respond sometimes, they respond lately sometimes. All these things make a police officer slave of information. We have no authority to grab the information at the drop of the hat. We are handicapped here because all the servers may be in India or maybe in abroad. So we may not get the quick response from Indian services itself, and imagine the situation about abroad servers. Of course, cybercrime.gov.in MIT has developed this for MHA, and MHA is maintaining this. Anybody can give complaint in the cybercrime.gov.in portal. They need not have to go to the police station. And also, there is a toll-free number 1930. With this number, also people can lodge complaint online or give the information online. But how successful it is getting standardized, because once the information goes in, it will go to the concerned state, from there to the concerned police station. Last year, 5 lakh complaints were there. Out of that, only 50,000 cases were registered. That means nearly 4.5 lakh cases could not be registered for whatever reasons. Those reasons may be genuine reasons where people are just giving the information, not giving the complaint. Some people are giving the information multiple times. Some information is same phone number might have cheated 150 people. 150 people cases, I need not have to register all. I can just register one case and put all those 150 people in the same case. Like that, we can reduce the number of cases. But there is a lethargy from the part of police also. They are not registering the case. In case of investigation, surface web We can investigate any in case where the origin can be established. Because from the origin point of view, IP address is the main source for our investigation. Basing on that IP address, we can reach the origin tool computer from where the crime has happened. So our cases mostly are from surface web. We can register, we can investigate, we can reach out, though little late. But in case of darknet and deep web, can we do the same? It is not that easy. In case of darknet, in case of VoIP calls, in case of cryptocurrency, the methodology is both luck and technique. The investigating officer should have appropriate luck to reach. That is one part. There is a technique developed for recent years. We are also able to reach out to the criminal even in case of darknet, provided if I have that all those patience and technique along with my luck. How do we do that? In all these VPNs, virtual private networks, the exit IP address only will be known to us. From that, we can again back on mobile service providers, internet service providers, banks, wallet service providers, payment gateways, and all other service providers, whoever is providing online business system. And for our problem, how the crimes are happening, what is the trend? 4,700 SIMs used for fraud were recovered in one of the cases in Calcutta. 4,700 pre-activated SIM cards which are on somebody's name. Every victim comes to the police station and gives the information, sir, this phone is still on. Why don't you catch? This is not cinema. Identifying him, by that time he may switch off the phone. And all these cards are fake cards, fake bank accounts, fake cards. To add our difficulty, there are virtual numbers today for online ballot transactions. 3,000 crores worth of bank loan related fraud. They have transferred the money, laundered the money through those virtual numbers. There are so many policies, there are so many techniques of our investigation. Still, something is missing to reach the criminal. And trends, the how the frauds are happening. Individual frauds we will discuss little later. The banks are being affected from 2018 onwards in India. Till 2018, we were having all the examples of other countries. Today, no death of crime in our own banking sector. Most of the banks, particularly small scale banks, are attacked through phishing attacks. In all these cases, first thing is phishing attack in the name of their own superior boss. Once they get the mail to click the link, they will click the link. Once they click the link, malware goes into their computer and it will travel in the lateral movement in the intranet, and they will identify appropriate the server and other places where information is available. They steal that information, then they use it. In case of Cosmos Bank case in Pune, they have stolen 2,000 cards data and they have cloned it, distributed to 28 different countries. There they have inserted the card in 2 hour gap, and they have taken the money with wrong PIN number also, because there is a malware injected which will develop a lag in approval of the transaction by the server. Once they insert it in an abroad and ask for money with the wrong PIN number, it will wait for some time. If server won't respond properly, the acquirer bank, the payment gateway, they will disperse the money, That malware they have injected in that. So 2000 cards data without proper PIN number, they have taken money. Individual is not the victim, bank is the victim, because the server says not approved after dispensing the cash. Thereby, bank could get the loss around 100 plus crores. In the last case where in Telangana in 2021, Mahesh Bank, they lost 11 crore rupees in 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. They have identified, they penetrated into the server through phishing mechanism. They reached there, they have identified 3 dormant accounts, transferred money to those 3 dormant accounts of their own bank. They have created 128 bank accounts, mule bank accounts in some other banks. They have transferred the money to, with those accounts, they have taken money through ATM cards and other methods. By the time it is identified, by the time police started investigation by creating 21 different teams, all have left. All those people could go to entire nation to identify the beneficiaries. They have identified 11 people who created those 128 accounts. They caught hold of them, put them in behind bars. But the kingpin who received all the money, these people are only, they handle it, they will get only little bit of money. But the main money has already reached Nigeria. Only one fellow was there. That fellow took that money to Nigeria through different mechanisms. Not only physical cash, they have transferred it through cryptocurrency. Thereby, we are not able to appropriately investigate those cases. The reason security labs, the people, however educated they are in the banking sector, they are downloading from the internet to their intranet application, something which is not required to be downloaded at all, thinking that their superior officers are sending this. All that is very well known to the criminal, that these people will do some mistake. They will send 101 emails. One fellow, one time, if he clicks it, that's enough. He can penetrate into the system. So these are all the cases where through spear phishing and phishing activity, they are able to reach the server and take the money. We will see this video, how easy they are able to empty the ATM machines. He is typing some code in the ATM machine. He is not inserting any card. He also got a bag to carry the cash, but generally they are taking little amounts of cash from every ATM. He got 2000 rupees note bundle. Till this time, we cannot say he has committed any crime. He is opening the front panel with the duplicate key. He is collecting the pen drive which he has already inserted in. This is the crime. Here, ATM machines are running with Windows XP operating system. Mostly, nearly 70% of the ATMs are running with Windows XP operating. For that, several such pen drives are available, which is having already malware in it. Those pen drives are being sold online for 2000 rupees. People are buying it. There is a code, they type that code, they will become the super users of ATM machine. They ask whatever money, it will come out. It may be 500, it may be 2000, it may be 15 lakh, 16 lakh cases also I have seen where they have taken away money from the ATM machines. How it happens? Because there is a pen drive which is inserted after becoming the super user, he can dictate the terms to the ATM machine. He can empty the ATM machine. This is called ATM jackpotting. And cameras, the security which we are talking about, cameras are installed in this. And you can see the camera, it is taking the picture like this, where his face cannot be identified. This picture is given to, video is given to the police for investigation by the bank staff. Can they really do it? Yes. With this date and time here, this date and time has given us the idea to look into this case. External CCTV cameras, which are of other business and establishment, we could identify the apparel he was wearing, chapel he was wearing, how they are going from this location to next location. All that is identified in another CCTV. There we could even identify the vehicle number. Based on the vehicle number, we could identify the vehicle, how it is going through our traffic cameras, and then we could reach even the place where they were staying. But all these things after 6 months, they left the place. But lot of facial features, where they were staying, the identity card information, all those things, including one phone number, vehicle number, could be identified. Based on that, we could further investigate this case. Just because there is a time here, we could investigate the crime. Though this type of trend is very common nowadays. In these cases, victims are banks, not the individual, because they have not inserted any card in this. So easy to perpetrate crime. Another method recently we are regularly seeing is they will create a fictitious bank account, not in their names. They will keep 10, 15,000 in it. They go to other banks' ATM machine, not the same bank's ATM machine, other bank's ATM machine, insert the card, because they are the owner of that fictitious this thing. They know the PIN number. They type the PIN number, ask for some 10,000 rupees. When 10,000 rupees is about to come, they will cut the power supply. Once the power supply is uh, uh, taken out, money comes to his hand, and the debiting process in his account will take much later. Thereby, in his account, all the money is still there. Power supply is gone. It has to be rebooted. Once it is connected, while rebooting, data will be lost. In his account, 10,000 still be there. He got 10,000. Like that, 70 lakhs, 80 lakhs, a couple of students they have stolen from several ATM machines. So easy the fraudulent methods in this technology driven life. In case in this type of CCTVs, all these years, they are keeping only to record the event. We can use it with the advantage of the technology. We can use these CCTVs not only for just recording the event, we can even prevent the crime. If you put some video analytics software in it, not costly, couple of thousands video analytics software are available. They will identify whoever opens the front panel. So like that, immediately it will be producing the alarm or alert to the nearest security agencies. They can come and prevent the crime. Prevention is also possible with the CCTV. You are seeing CCTV which is not installed in appropriate direction. You can see here there is a backlight. That is why their face is dark. Can't they install 4-5 cameras for the security reason? They can, but they are not doing it. Can't they use one camera at least for the audio recording? They are not doing it. Can't they put video analytics? They can, but they are not doing it. All the academic staff or scientists who are working here or participating in this, they can think of a solution for that. Cheap solution for bank. Because all the ATM machines, millions of it, they will install this type of software. Probably you will be rich enough to take the advantage of the idea. Many academic institutions can start working on this type of storage. If it is audio is also recorded, whatever they speak, that also will be there in the camera. Though their faces cannot be seen, he may call the name, original name. He may call the person over phone. He may call he may talk something is relevant for our investigation. But just because video size is getting increased because of the audio, they are not using CC cameras for audio recording. Out of 4 cameras available in the city, this one camera, if it is what do you call recording the audio, probably that will be of great help. So we have to have new methodologies for security. In this case, this is a skimmer. Any of us can become victims. This type of skimmers are available, not black color, any structure. This will be just attached there, like this. Because it has internally, this tool has the capacity to store the data, and power supply is also existing. Just connect it to the existing ATM slot. That's it. People will go and insert their card. They will complete their transaction, type PIN number, money, and then they will come out. This will store our card data. Once it is connected with the computer, they can clone our cards. We don't even know where we have inserted the card, which location, which new location, which old location. We don't even know. 1 month back, 2 months back, we might have done it. Today, it might be misused. But for the usage purpose, there is a security that is called PIN number. Just collecting the card is not enough for them. They have to use the PIN. For that, what they do, they use this type of cameras vertically in the top of it. People goes there and they will type the PIN number. This will capture the PIN number. Card is there in the skimmer. PIN is there in the camera. Together, a person will be in one state, that will be used or misused in another state. I will be keeping my card in my pocket with a secured PIN number and other things, but other person already stolen my PIN number. He will steal my money from other ATM machine. What is the good remedy for this? Either you type the PIN number by closing your hand and type it. That is one way. But there are several other methods are available without capturing the PIN number through camera. They can still steal it. To avoid that, they have to change the PIN number. In this, already 180 participants I have seen. Out of 180 participants, we are not regularly changing our PIN number. Hardly we may change once in 6 months, or some people might have not even changed at least once. If your mobile phone app is there with you, you can change the PIN number within no time. That's why I was suggesting the app should be having less features, and that primary app, everybody should download it. That should be a mandatory rule. There are several such malware available to steal money from the ATMs. From 2009 to 2017, several malware is available. All that malware is still working because Windows XP operating system is being used in the ATM machine. This is another method where in Thiruvananthapuram, they have installed such type of embedded software in the router. They connect it to the back of the ATM machine. Once people go insert their card, no skimmer is required, no camera is required. Once they insert the card, data will go here, from here to the bank server. PIN number they will type, the PIN number will go here, from there to bank side. One copy before going to the bank, it will go to the smoke sensor where they have installed one tool. In this tool, there is a storage media also. There is a transmitter here. There is a receiver here. Storage media is available. The entire card data, including PIN number, is available here, which is installed in the smoke sensor cap. Very easy. Even if you close your PIN number while you type, the PIN number can be captured by this, and this will go to a third party. This attack is called Romanian attack, where these two Romanians have done that crime, were arrested by Hyderabad police. A lot of money from them is recovered. See card cloners, fake cards, empty cards, 35 lakh money, multiple skimmers, lot of data available in this um, storage media. This is card reader. All is available with them. Such gangs are plenty working now. So very easy to make the individual user as the victim. We are receiving regularly message that your SBI account so and so, not only State Bank of India, any bank account, they say your account details, if you don't give it here, we are going to block it. I have done this. I received this and I clicked here. If you see it here, people will say that HTTPS is secure. Just HTTPS letters are not secured. If you click it here, we have to see the URL bar here. If URL bar also showing padlock, then it is secure. Otherwise, it is not secured. I click here, it is taking me to not secure. But I don't see this because there are so many alerts given. My concentration will go to this alerts. Though he himself is a criminal, he is making me believe that he is genuine person. If I continue to log in here, it will take me to second, third page. From there to another page where it will ask my username, passwords, captcha, everything. If you see this, it is not SBI account, it is a .ngrok.io. It is being administered from Nigeria. So whatever we share this information online, automatically it will be sold in the net. That will be used by somebody else. It may take a couple of months. We don't know when we have shared data. That is the problem for us. Similarly, wherever we have free power for charging mobile phones, not that easy, but there are several kiosks available where they can take the data, because this mobile phone, earlier power card and data card were different. Today power card and data card is same. But data also transmits from this. That is one. When it can be done? When your mobile phone pattern lock is open or PIN number is open. Generally, whenever we charge, we will go and verify any messages have come so important for us. Unnecessarily, we open the mobile phone. Once opening mobile phone, connection establishes, they can steal the data. They can steal the data. We may not have proper data in our mobile phone. We need not have to worry. But they can inject the malware also. Once they inject the malware, probably sky is the limit, misusing our mobile. If in one of the cases we handled, wife's private images were available in this mobile phone, that was captured by the criminal. He started blackmailing him. He took nearly 10 lakh rupees from the victim. Later on he is arrested, all that is different. But from our side, what is that we have to do? Security is not to keep any important data. Even if you are keeping important data, do not charge the mobile phone directly. You charge the power bank. If you don't have power bank and you have to charge it in the public area, then switch off the mobile phone and charge. Then nothing will be wrong. But we can't switch off. That is the oxygen for every individual. If mobile phone switched off for a minute, probably COVID-like deaths we will be facing. So many cameras are there which are installed in several areas. They may steal your confidentiality, like your PIN numbers. They may steal your privacy also, dress changing rooms and other places. That's why smallest cameras are also available. Just PIN cameras are available. These cameras can be controlled because they cannot take the data, capture the data in the dark. Make the room dark, then we are safe. There are cameras like last one here. This can take even in the night also. But these white lights, LED lights will go into red. This camera will be big enough, we can identify. Spying activity, only miniature cameras where illumination is required, that will be used. So making the room dark is better choice for protecting our confidentiality and security. Many people, they want to pay 10 rupees, but they will get OTP for 10,000. So in this particular case, she asked him why 10,000 rupees OTP has come. He said, "Madam, it may be a wrong this thing. My server may be faulty. I want to escalate this matter to my superiors. What you do, you don't share the OTP. Unless you share the OTP, I will not be able to take your 10,000. You don't share one-time password, but you give me the screenshot so that I can show it to my company." Thinking that that fellow is a genuine fellow, he is suggesting not to share OTP. She has given the screenshot. Screenshot means it has OTP. They have to crack it and then put the OTP, this thing. All that is not easy. That's why she has shared the screenshot. With that, he has taken 10,000. He has not kept quiet. Immediately, he is already online. He told her, "Madam, I tried with OTP. In fact, my company received your 10,000 rupees. Want to return it back to you." She is already in panic because she had got the 10,000 rupees lost. She already lost. What he told, "Madam, if you have Google account, I will send you the money from my packet so that I can take money from my company." She immediately gave the Google account number. He has sent one QR code for her for 10,000 rupees, asked her to scan it. Because she is already in panic, she has scanned the QR code. Another 10,000 rupees. So in this particular case, we have investigated HTTPS again, the Naukri.in website. She has submitted her CV. If you see it here, the original site is HTTPS and it is genuine site only. Though fake site, genuine HTTPS. Inside another link is there, which is HTTP, where her account related information she is sharing, she has to click a link. In the HTTPS site, another link is related to HTTP. So whenever we click the link, we have to see that link is going again to HTTPS or not. In this case, again it reaches the HTTP site. In fact, Naukri.com is the original site. He has created Naukri.in, where this is the look and feel, and we started working on this, where it is hosted by seeing in domain tools. We saw it is registered in GoDaddy and hosted in California, but management is being done from Rajasthan. There is a place called Bharatpur in Rajasthan. All the phishing frauds are being done in the Rajasthan area. One is Jamtada, where mobile phone related offenses. One is Jamtada, where phishing calls related. One is Noida, where most of the fake call centers are available. Many people are searching online for their contact numbers. Those contact numbers are fake. Bank contact numbers, business site contact numbers. Every contact number is available in all these search engines could be fake. Already 240-50 call centers were arrested. Every day them are being arrested. Very easy to install fake call center. We are not supposed to see that. In the ATM card, behind the ATM card, there is a toll-free number of the bank. We have to see there and we have to note it down in our mobile phones. What happening whenever we want number, because we are used to use Google, search it in Google, first 10 pages will be having all fake numbers. So once you connect the fake number, they will collect all your data. You will be further victimized. So such crimes are happening. Now it is 11:45. I will hold this at this stage. Any questions from your side, please do ask.
Thank you, sir. And sir, ma'am, like if you have any questions, kindly keep it in the chat area so that we will be able to respond to the queries. I request all the sir, ma'am, like you
As
can
of
keep it
now,
in the
there are
chat.
not many questions. Actually, there are no questions visible, sir,
Okay.
for in the chat box and all.
So
And now they
another
can
couple
keep,
of
ma'am.
minutes.
Now they can keep.
So I will further stop at this stage. The host, you can take over because next speaker will be ready.
Sir, like we request
Thank
you
you
to
so
stay
much,
back.
sir.
Yeah, please go ahead, Sunil.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening talk and for sharing with us some real life examples which were showing to us as to what is the dire need of awareness and alertness that the offers cybersecurity that as digital users we should be having at this point of time. Thank you once again for sharing your insightful words. Moving on,
Sir,
I
ma'am,
should now take the privilege
one
of
minute, Simi,
introducing
ma'am.
the.
Like this is a
Okay, sir.
question.
Okay.
Sir, Ramohan sir, there is a question. Is it legal to use dark web for awareness purpose?
Yes, you can use dark web usage is not banned anywhere in the world. It is official. You can use it. Only thing is using the darknet not to do any crime. That is only the activity. Using the darknet and using the surface web, both are having equal powers. You can use it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. And thank you so much, sir, for joining with us in spite of your busy schedules and accepting our invitation and interacting with all the ministry and attached organizations officials. So since you are there, like we also request all the panelists like Sanjay Vyas sir and Savita Utreza ma'am, Rakesh Maheshwari sir, Ranjit Abraham sir. Can you please switch on your cameras if you don't mind? Like we wanted to take a snap with all the dignitaries. Vyas sir, Savita Utreza ma'am, Ranjit sir, and Rakesh Maheshwari sir. Can you please switch on your cameras? Vyas sir, Savita Utreza ma'am, Rakesh Maheshwari sir.
Yeah, I am there.
Thank you so much, sir. And Ranjit sir. Yes, sir. And Savita ma'am. Savita ma'am. Okay.
Ishwari ji? Yeah, can we have the something on the screen also on the PPT side?
Yes, sir. Sir, ma'am, if you have any questions, kindly keep it in the chat area so that sir is also available for a few more minutes so that we will get some kind of responses from the practitioner SP sir. Sir, we will check with sir and Lupesh Kaidam, like we will check with the sir and we will let you know, sir, about the PPT.
Yeah, I will share the PPT. No worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, shall we move on to the next session, sir?
Yeah, thank you, sir. And we are really enlightened with your talk. So we will continue our association, sir, with ISEA and the other related matters, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Savitaji. Thank you, the other panelists, for joining. We have the next session probably now. Let the host take over.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I shall now take the privilege of introducing the speaker of our next session, which is on intellectual property rights issues in cyberspace, Dr. Ranjit Oman Abraham. Dr. Ranjit Oman Abraham did his postgraduate in business law from School of Excellence in Law, Chennai, and holds a doctoral degree in topic titled Digital Infringement of Copyright with Reference to Film and Music Industry, a Critical Study. He was selected by the US Consulate for the prestigious International Visitor Leadership Program in Intellectual Property Rights for the year 2008. He has presented and published various articles in topics relating to intellectual property rights, cyber laws, and business laws. Currently, he is the teaching faculty and served as Assistant Director in School of Excellence in Law, Tamil Nadu, Dr. Ambedkar Law University, Chennai. Thank you, sir, for gracing the occasion and being with us here on this session. May I request you to take over the session?
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are
Yes,
audible.
sir, you are audible, sir.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah. I
Yes,
just
sir.
gave the privilege, sir. You can just share your screen, sir.
Yes.
It's visible, sir. Make it full screen so that we can view it carefully. You can make it full screen, sir.
Now, okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's fine now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Firstly, at this outset, may I thank the organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity to talk about IPR issues in cyberspace. As introduced, I am teaching both intellectual property rights and cyber law. And today, you know that everything is digitalized. And because of the impact of digitalization, we are living in a world of internet and in a world of cyber space where we cannot avoid anything and everything. So in this space, intellectual property rights has also gotten. And we have a lot of challenges today to the topic of intellectual property rights in the cyberspace. Before I could pour into the depth of the various critical issues with regard to the IP issues in cyberspace, very fastly I would like to take the audience through the concept of intellectual property, which many of you might know, but remain a fast refreshing aspect. So, firstly, what is intellectual property? A property which has been generated by one's intellectual capacity. It is so. Earlier days, we were all talking about property rights. Nowadays, it has become a fashion to talk more about intellectual property. So we have a lot of intellectual property which has come up, and the important intellectual property rights are patent, trademark, copyright, uh, and geographical indication. And recently, a lot of people are talking about plant breeders' right, designs, utility model, trade secrets. India is a country where we have not given trade secrets, and the law is developing in that, and also utility model. So otherwise, like most of the intellectual property rights are covered by India, are protected by India, and India is also, because TRIPS signatory being a signatory to TRIPS agreement, we are also having our law in agreement to TRIPS agreement, and it is actually in line with many other international countries who are otherwise signatories to TRIPS agreement. So in this list, if anyone is asking what are the three most important intellectual property, I think patent, trademark, and copyright. These are the three very important intellectual property. Doesn't mean that the other IPs are not important. The commonality or the way in which it has spread through patent, trademark, and copyright has got a name for itself within the family of intellectual property rights. And if you ask me, what are the top three intellectual property rights which have influenced the cyberspace? Again, the list is same: patent, trademark, and copyright. So that is the reason why, though many intellectual property rights are there, we are to specifically decide and discuss and deliberate about patent, trademark, and copyright and its interface with the topic of cyberspace and the topic of digital technology. So, copyright is a bundle of rights. It is protecting so many things, as you see here: music, literature, sound recording, films, etc. And when you talk about patent is given for a technology. So basically, it's not given for discoveries; it's given only for inventions. So when it is invention, it can either be a product or process. And designs are given for shape and pattern, whereas trademark is given for word, name, logo, and geographical indication is given for various products which are associated with a particular place where it is coming up. So whenever you get up intellectual property, you have to protect it in the market, because only if you protect it, you can commercialize it. Only if you commercialize it, you can use that money for spending back for industries. So it's basically a kind of a cycle. It's basically a kind